Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. So, what is the next significant relationship that you're going to have in your life? Now, you might already be with this person now, and if not, then it's the next significant and profound relationship that you're going to have. So with this video, you can choose according to the cover card or the crystal or the timestamp, whichever ones are getting your attention the most. If you chose group 1, the crystal is a selenite. Group 2 is a pink calcite. And if you chose group 3, it's a blue calcite. So take a moment and choose, and let's get started. Group 1. Hi, group 1. So who or what kind of relationship is your next significant relationship that you're having in your life? For some of you, you may already be in this relationship. For others, maybe not yet. So I'm going to put your white crystal over here off to the side. I pulled these cover cards last minute to give you an option to choose something that you might be resonating with the most. So I'm not really sure. We will find out how this card, this image, might play into your overall reading. Okay. I need details. Okay, we're going to start with the Quantum Consciousness deck. Travel, spiritual energy, spiritual path, people, friends, colleagues. So, okay, I want to lay out all these cards first. Let me fix the light to get the glare off of the screen. Okay, that's better. So your next significant relationship, honestly, what I feel from these is that you may not currently be in a relationship. You might not even be looking for a relationship. Maybe you are busy working on your own self, your purpose, your career, your home. You're working on your own stuff. And so this next significant relationship or profound relationship that you're going to have and experience is, I think it's in the future. And you're going to meet this person through, well, your day-to-day interactions, like going about your daily routine. This is how you're going to meet this individual. Also, Spirit is saying you're most likely to meet this next person while you're out doing something that you absolutely love, because you already know that your next significant relationship is going to be easier, more enjoyable. There's going to be more freedom and liberation and more shared mindset, shared values, shared interests. This next relationship is more all-encompassing, but not in a way where you think you're going to die if you're not with the other person. You know what I mean? This is somebody who can only add to your already awesome life that you are living. Okay, so you might be traveling. Again, you could be on the road. It could be a spiritual retreat, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers on the cards too. So you've got the number 55 here, which represents change and opportunity. So let's just look at your other cards. Okay, and see, now you've got adventure. So sometimes when travel cards show up as a tarot or an oracle, it can be referring to metaphorical change. So you might be going through changes in your life right now, and for others it could be physical geographical change of location, which will need to happen before you meet the significant person. Right? But still knowing that you're moving forward on your path, and so it's inevitable. You are going to meet this person and have the significant relationship. Okay, I feel like I need to pull these back up to make more room for the other big cards. What more do we need to know? We're going to use the moon and zodiac to get a better idea. Right, it's going to be a relationship and somebody that you are grateful for. I think this other person is probably going to be adventurous. You might be adventurous too, but there's something exciting and unique and different about this other person that, attracts you to them. They are definitely an original. Okay, some of you might be manifesting this next significant relationship. And for those of you who are manifesting this person, then you already know exactly what it is that you want. Keep your heart open. Okay. So I'm not necessarily describing this other person's personality, but more about the quality of the relationship, how you will meet, how you will interact with one another, and the meaning and the purpose of that relationship. So obviously you are going to have a lot of fun together. So I hope you are wanting a relationship that is lighthearted and fun, but also allows you the room to grow and to do your own thing as well. You don't need someone who is needy, who's going to demand all of your time. You need somebody who's fair, and this is where Gemini comes into place, and also Libra. But keep in mind, try not to attach your person to a specific zodiac sign or a sun sign or even sun, moon, or rising, because people can have strong, let me just put it this way, someone can have strong Libra in their astrology, their birthday chart, but not be a Libra sun, moon, or rising. It's possible that all the other planets in their astrology were in Libra at the time that they were born. And so you might think their sun sign is Libra. But if you know the personality of each of the zodiac signs, it will help you when you resonate. But it will also help you to not be so fixated on like a particular sun sign, I think is the bigger message that is trying to come across here. Even with the white crystal, the selenite, so this is a pure and spiritual and a high vibrational kind of connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if the two of you learn off of each other. That sounds weird. You learn from one another. You also march to the same beat of a particular drum. And honestly, I feel like you're going to meet suddenly and unexpectedly out of the blue. Again, you're going to be focusing on something in your own world, and actually Spirit loves to throw new random people along our path. And this is how I see you meeting your next significant relationship. And I already mentioned shared experiences, but even these down here, this first quarter moon Gemini, first quarter moon Libra, means that the two of you will enjoy a lot of learning activities with one another. You might even meditate together. You might think that this person is the other half of your soul. Definitely someone that you have been with in other lifetimes. But it's also equally important to remember that we do have certain souls that we incarnate with from lifetime to lifetime, but sometimes they are our parent, sometimes they are our brother or our sister, sometimes they are our lover, and sometimes they are a dictator. So, but you just know when you know because it's something that resonates deeply within your soul. This is also going to allow you to experience a new way of loving unconditionally, which may allow you to open up your heart even more than you thought that you could, because in this relationship, you won't feel like you have to protect yourself. So this is a really beautiful quality relationship, and it's not an older style traditional kind of relationship. Both of you are into the new age kind of things, for lack of a better word. So I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I think the two of you are going to go on a lot of adventures together, traveling. You may end up moving into a home together. What's interesting here is that this planning and action card, and it's got this home in the background, it's a castle, and then the spiritual temple is where your soul returns when you're finished with this lifetime, this incarnation. I wonder if for some of you, this next significant relationship is someone that you are going to grow old with, you're going to die together, right? You're going to finish out the rest of your life living in harmony and bliss with each other. It's like a beautiful, it's not just a love story. It's a story that allows you to share experiences, to grow, to evolve, to remember the things that you're really grateful for. And it's also lighthearted and carefree and fun. It's adventurous. I think never a dull moment when you are with this person. So that being said, I hope this gets you excited about your next significant relationship. Actually, now that I'm coming back over here, these cups make me think of the Holy Grail. And Spirit was just saying, for some of you, you've known this person way back since like the beginning of the biblical times, which technically was, well, I'm not going to give dates. I think you already know when that was. So you've been incarnating with this person since probably 500 BC, before Christ existed, is the timeline that I'm getting here. You know what? You guys are time travelers. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm loving these messages. I'm loving this relationship. I'm curious how many of you are already with this person. I would really love to know that this kind of relationship does actually exist. I'm hoping that it's not just wishful thinking. But if you've been in this relationship, if you're here now, then do feel free to comment below. But this might be the person that you're intended to live the rest of your life with. So it's a beautiful new beginning and also a beautiful ending of a wonderful relationship experience with one another in this lifetime. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. And I'm going to move along to the next pile. If you are drawn to another pile, do feel free to check out those messages too, to find out, well, maybe there's more than one significant relationship that you are bound to have in this lifetime. So I will see you in another pile, or I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2. So, the next significant relationship or person in your life, allow me to describe them to you. So, if you were drawn to this image, the Six of Cups, or you were attracted to the pink calcite crystal. So, what and who is your next significant relationship? I'm going to put this over here. I'm not quite sure how this plays into your reading because I actually pulled these cover cards last. But I love the cats. The cat's looking in the bowl and there's a fish coming out of the bowl. And the kids here they're playing with frogs and butterflies and bunnies. Bunny rabbits. Okay, let me put this down here. Your next significant relationship is, okay, I'm going to start with these. The Quantum Consciousness deck. It's an event. Let me just lay these out. You're going to be out somewhere having fun. When you meet this person, it's going to affect your life in a significant way. I think the two of you have the same heart. Or you love the same way. Maybe that's a better way to put this. And gratitude. Being grateful for. There's the teacher and the student. Well, and with the higher self here, either you are the teacher or you might be the student, or maybe this other person could be the teacher or the student. But this is more about higher learning. Learning about love on deeper levels and becoming more grateful for that kind of love in your life. But it's a simple love. It's fun. And this is going to happen during a significant event in your life. So let's look at your other cards. First, let me fix these. And what more do we need to know? You have flow. Interesting. Oh, with the number 21, so the relationship, the connection just flows, but it's more like a creative flow. So you're probably both very creative. Creative individuals, meaning one of you could be a writer, the other could be a musician, the other could be an actor or an entertainer. One of you might be a painter. You love beautiful things, you love creating, you love sharing, you love loving. And well, there's an enormous amount of love that you feel on a much deeper level. It's almost like a current that pulls you in to this other individual. Now, I don't know if you're already with this person or if this is, in fact, your next significant relationship. So let's find out a little bit more information. Okay, so you've got Pisces energy. Forgiveness. There's Scorpio. Deep secrets need to be seen. And then Aries, step into your power. Wow, talk about intense. Honestly, for some of you, this next significant relationship in your life could be someone that you grew up with. Doesn't have to be. They might feel like a soulmate connection. And sometimes when we meet someone and we get excited about it, and for those who have had, some certain lessons in their own relationship, they start to wonder, they start to question, okay, is this a test, right? Is this person just testing me, or is it real? Or is it too good to be true, etc.? So, since this is a general reading, for some of you, this could be someone that you were with in the past. Possibly someone that you dated in like high school, or it could even be someone from grade school. Again, a childhood friend. There's definitely a significance of children. However, oh my gosh, okay. It just came to me like a flash. This next significant person relationship that you're going to be with. So it is for the purpose of healing and releasing karma from a past life connection. And it's my understanding that we're all here in this lifetime working through and releasing, stuff from our past lives. So this person is going to show up in a significant time in your life, and you're going to feel that deep calling, and you may fall deeply in love with this person. But some of you who are already intuitive, you're already going to know who this person was. You're already going to resonate with it, and you're already going to feel or sense this is someone from a past life. But you're probably still going to be curious enough to find out, because at the same time, when you enter any kind of relationship, whether it's friend or romantic or business or otherwise, if you already sense something deeper, you know how to protect yourself. You know how to stop yourself from like surrendering everything, right? So that you don't get hurt. But there's definitely something that you can learn from this person. There's definitely a lot of things that you can learn from this relationship. And so this could just be a friend, a new friend of yours that you just hang out with. But the more that you hang out with them, the more it seems familiar, right? And so some of you might go there, right? Your heart might be longing for more, but really it just depends on how deep you allow yourself to go. But there's something still there deeper that needs to be forgiven. And I think this other person is coming into your life to help you, meaning they are the ones who are paying back their karma from their deeds in the past life. So you should only benefit from this connection, this relationship in a positive way, because this person is here to help you through something that's happening in your life. So this would also be the kind of person or relationship that they say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so this person may suddenly show up in your life at the perfect time when you're needing something. They're here to help you. They're here to save you. They're here to, work with you. Maybe you need to forgive something from the past life connection. And this person may have no idea or no recollection about your past life relationship. So it's important that you don't try to force everything that you believe or everything that you're feeling onto them to make them understand something that they may not be able to understand. If they are here working through their karmas, then they're going to have a lot of blockages and limitations, and they're really only here to help you. They're here to assist you. So do take advantage of whatever it is that they want to share, or if they want to teach you something. But there's something deeper here that is going to resonate. And again, I feel like you're going to know it because you're going to feel it. And the crazy thing about relationships in this lifetime is that we might feel a connection to someone, but really have no idea what that is. That's why you need to get close enough to go deeper into conversation with this other person. Spend more time, hang out with them to get a better idea as to, what they want, or, it's almost like it's an opportunity for you to dig up those little nuggets of gold, or that information, or that resonance that you need for yourself. And it's at the same time where this person is helping you through some sort of, if you could be having a difficult time in your life, or you're going through a transition in your life, they are here in your life to make your life flow more smoothly. So, again, I don't really know that this person is going to stick around forever, but it's going to help you to get to your next level, whatever your next level is. It's the best way that I can describe this relationship. And then coming back down here, right? So forgive yourself, to heal your heart so that you can see what you need to see, so that you can move forward, step into your power with gratitude, and move forward with yourself, your life, your purpose, your practices, whatever it is that you are, individually focusing on. Of course, you can stay friends if the energy is still there, but I really don't see it developing into anything more deeply or longer lasting than just a reason for a season and a purpose, and to assist you through a transitional period in your life. So keep in mind, this is a general pick a card reading. So for each one of you individually, what you actually experience with the connection with this person may play out in a completely different way. It may have a completely different ending than what I'm picking up on in a general pick a card reading. But that's for you to learn through your process of getting to know this person better. But it would be helpful for you to, realize your compatibility before you jump in too deep, by giving away your heart. And, if you need to get a personal reading from somewhere else to help you to understand the deeper meaning and purpose of this relationship, then that will probably be helpful for you as well. But keep in mind, I'm assuming that this is someone that you haven't met yet, but I'm curious, have you already met this person? Maybe you've already met this person, but you're questioning it and you're not quite sure. And I'm hoping that maybe I just confirmed something for you and I filled in some more blank spots to help you with this relationship. Otherwise, this is going to be the next significant relationship or person that you meet in your life. Okay. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please to click the like button. And I'm curious if you're already with this person. Maybe you've already been with this person. Maybe it's a past relationship that I'm picking up on. Or I'm not picking up on it. What happens is you chose this pile because it resonates with something that you remember or that you need to know. So it's not that I know you, but I'm picking up on that similar energy, and you intuitively chose, as I assume you always intuitively choose, the piles that best resonate with what you need to hear or confirm at any particular time. This is the awesome thing about pick a card readings, right? But when you're ready if you need more specific details, you know what you need to do. Okay. Group 2. So this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I don't know if I already said it or not. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, please click like. And thanks for stopping by. And I will see you in another video another time. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. So, welcome to your pick a card messages today about your next significant relationship in your life. So, what do you need to know? If you chose the blue calcite crystal, I will put your crystal over here. So, what and who is your next significant relationship? Let's find out. If you were drawn to this 6 of Cups card, and actually I pulled these cards last minute to help you choose the piles to give you an image, so I'm not really sure how this adds to your reading, but we're going to find out, aren't we here? Okay, group 3. Your next significant relationship. There's a cycle, spirit, consciousness, people, and intentions. Let me fix these. Okay, so intuition, manifestation, optimism, new supportive connections, intention. Okay, an increase and a cycle. I feel like your next significant relationship is absolutely someone that you do not already know. And I feel like this next significant relationship is going to be a kind of relationship that you have never experienced before. Because I feel like you're going to meet this individual once you've gone through a process of, well, focusing on positive change in your life, like working on yourself, your happiness, your career, your stuff. And as you go through some sort of transition or change or empowerment or enlightenment, your intentions are also going to change about what kind of relationship or what kind of relationships, friendships that you want to have in your life, or what you want to keep in your life, or how much time do you have that you want to spend with and around other people in one-on-one relationships. Because I feel like when you meet this person, you're going to be at a place in your life where you're really enjoying your freedom, your independence, your isolation. So you might be in like hermit mode. So, okay. So how you attract this person, this relationship into your life, it's something that resonates. It's going to be synchronicity. When you rise up to a certain status or a frequency or a place in your life where you feel completely full, happy, contented, successful, whatever it is that you're working towards, you are naturally going to attract the kind of people that support your optimism. They support your dreams, your goals, which is probably why I'm picking up on the fact that you may not necessarily be interested in a serious relationship or like a romantic relationship or something like that, because you've found your purpose and you're working on that. You're working on manifesting a better life. Okay, a better home, a better life, better enjoyment. Okay, you're working on your intuition. And so honestly, other people really just get in the way of what you were trying to work on, what you were trying to do. So let's look at your other cards. Okay. Simplicity. Maybe you're working on making or creating more of a simple life. For example, some of you might be dreaming about creating a homestead or living on the land, moving away from the hugely populated cities, right? Like the image in this card, this person has an amazing view of the sunrise and the valley and nature and flowers. I feel like you're going to be living your bliss when you meet or when you have this next significant relationship that I'm still trying to, well, let me put it this way. Trying to determine the purpose of the relationship, the meaning of, this is what it is. So you're working on yourself, your energy, your optimism, your life, your success, your happiness, your bliss. And so this next significant relationship is someone that is manifested because they resonate with your frequency, all the adjustments that you've made. So you really only have time to allow certain kind of connections into your life. And so at this point in your life, whenever this happens, you're only going to attract profound connections that can only increase the quality and the happiness in your life. People that aren't going to bring more drama or chaos into your life. because really you're enjoying living simply in all of your simplicity. Maybe you're living on cloud nine, and perhaps there really isn't any time for anything other than that. I do kind of feel like maybe you're going to end up in hermit mode and enjoying your life with nature and the earth and the waters and the mountains, and finding a happy balance with that. Let's look at your other cards. Embrace the flow of life. So Gemini energy. What's weird, I stopped because this image looks familiar, but they use the same background image on one of the other cards in the deck. But I don't remember what zodiac sign that one was in. I was thinking, how did the same card show up in this pile? But it's not the same card. Right. Okay. Oh my gosh. The next significant relationships and people that start showing up in your life, in your world, pile number 3, are people that honor you. They respect you. They don't take anything away from you. And you so deserve a wonderful life. So these are more like people. They could be people in your community, but it's not necessarily, honestly, wherever you choose to take your relationships is completely up to you. But you've got Taurus energy, which is an earth energy. They're proud. They should be respectful, but a Taurus has a personality. Just keep in mind, let me put it this way. Try not to use these zodiac signs, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, to indicate who this person is going to be, because any one of us can have, let's just say, for example, a lot of Pisces in our natal astrology chart, but it have nothing to do with our sun sign. It might not be the moon sign or the rising sign, but there could be a heavy emphasis in Pisces with the other planets when this person was born, which is why it's really difficult to try and just guess what somebody's sun sign is, because that doesn't necessarily describe their personality. But it's the archetype, it's the element. So there's air, there's water, there's earth. And so it could be spiritual connections. It could be a new spiritual community. It could be something that's aligned with New Earth. Naturally, especially if you're wanting to move into more of a rural area or purchase land or live closer to, nature. What's interesting is that I feel like at this time in your life, you're just going to be doing your thing, your daily meditations, your practices, your remedies, your rituals. You're living your best life. And so the people that need to come into your life are who are going to manifest, and nothing other than that. So it's like manifesting a collaborative mindset. So it could be like a telepathic connection too, for the bringing together of individuals to work towards a common goal. So yeah, it's like homesteading, but to me, homesteading is like someone living off-grid by themselves, or, just them and their family. However, there might be other communities, and in the future, and I don't know what time in the future this relationship is going to manifest for you, but this is going to be your next significant relationship. So I don't know if you already think that you have met this person. So if you have, that's awesome. Do feel free to comment below if you're already in this kind of relationship. But I'm seeing this as a future potential. Keep in mind, it's a general pick a card reading, right? So it's not like I'm reading you. I'm just picking up on collective timelines and potentials. And so you chose this pile because this is what's most likely that you're resonating with at this time. So if you don't resonate with this, if you're looking for a different kind of relationship, then you're probably going to have this relationship later in life, but maybe choose another pile because another pile might describe more of what you are, aligning with at this time. But this card, let's come back to this. When I look at this card, I think of ancient times, right? So you've got the block wall, you have the bird bath, there are trees, there's a mouse over there on the fence with a sword. So, you know, I don't want to say it's referring to medieval times, but I think it has everything to do with the simplicity. You living simply and gracefully with nature and the elements without all of the fancy technology. You're living organically, and you're loving your life this way because it is simpler and it's something that you enjoy. And so even in this card, you've got the property with a nice little fence and the big tree nearby. You probably have your own garden. You probably grow your own food. You probably have a spring or something nearby where you can gather clean water if you need to. I mean, this is like living in simplicity with the basics. But honestly, that's all that you really need and all that you really want. So coming back to these cards, so there's Gemini. It's like it's a shared, collective, shared, collaborative effort kind of relationship or friendship. Somebody who honors you, who respects you, who communicates fairly with you. In fact, it's probably very agreeable, supportive connections with shared interests. And then, of course, there's Taurus. And Taurus energy really loves the earth and all of the wonderful things that the earth has to offer, not only as food, but as a connection and like the peace and the serenity with nature, the sky. It's almost like returning to a more natural or native lifestyle. Yeah, living simply. It's the best way we can describe this. But this is how I see your next significant relationship. Group number 3. Oh, look at this. You've got the number 33 here as well. I didn't even notice that until now. So 33 is a master number. Yeah, so you're mastering your intuition and the art of manifestation. And at this time in your life, in your future, you are like manifesting, you're mastering and manifesting all of the amazing things that are important to you. And you're living and you're enjoying your life. And this is the time in your life where you will just magically, instantly, spontaneously manifest everything or everyone that you need. And if something isn't needed, then it simply won't manifest. In fact, how many of you are already having this experience? I know I mentioned this concept the other day in a different pick-a-card reading. I don't remember which one it was. But one of you commented, because I was saying, when you let spirit know, when you let the universe or the earth know what it is that you absolutely need today, you will witness something that manifests for you rather quickly. Because the simpler things will manifest faster. So if you're living in presence, in the present moment, like being at one, at peace with the earth, at this time in your life, you'll be manifesting just the things that are necessary. And some of us are already experiencing this spontaneous manifestation experience even today. So this is the best way I can describe this next significant relationship for group number 3. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. And if you're already living here in this space, then that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. If you want to share, feel free to comment to let us all know that you're already here in this space. I know that it's possible. I just don't think I have met anyone who's already experiencing this kind of lifestyle. So do feel free to share if you want. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. And I will see you in another pick a card reading. Bye for now.